Hello, welcome to Spoken, your 30-day yoga journey. Congratulations, you have made it halfway through today. I'm so proud of you for sticking with it and doing this 30-day yoga journey with me. So if you're feeling any soreness at all, make sure you're drinking plenty of water. A hot bath and a little self-massage can go a long way. Today's title is Awareness, and that comes from Habakkuk 2:14. It says, "For as the waters fill the sea, the earth will be filled with an awareness of the glory of the Lord." So today I am excited to slow things down and become aware of God's glory here on earth. God's created so many beautiful things that we just take for granted in our everyday lives. Sometimes we're just too busy and we lead a really fast-paced life. So slowing down and becoming aware of God's glory on earth is our goal today. And we're going to bring that to the mat by becoming aware of our body and our mind. And contrary to popular belief, yoga is not about forcing your body into various poses. In fact, yoga is all about the journey, and it's about strengthening, toning, and stretching your body and celebrating when your body is getting stronger and feeling better and your mind is settling. That is what yoga is all about. So if you have 2 yoga blocks, please bring them to the mat today. If you don't, you can use Clorox containers work just as well. So I'm going to put those off to the side for now. And let's start in child's pose. So go ahead and open your knees as wide as your yoga mat. And just sink your heart down to the mat. And let your forehead come to the mat. And take nice, deep, slow, and steady breaths. And as we're sitting here breathing, this is a perfect time to meditate on our scripture today. And really just becoming aware of God's glory here on earth. So whatever that means to you, just gaze your focus to that. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Good. Go ahead and push on up to tabletop. And we're going to come into a reclined pigeon. So let's start with our right knee coming up by our right hand and your left foot by your left hand. So it doesn't matter how far up your foot comes, just make sure you're not sitting on your heel or your ankle. And see how you feel in this position right here. Make sure you untuck your toe. And if you're good here, you might try coming down on your elbows. Let's pause and breathe. And then you might try stacking your hands on top of each other and resting your forehead and coming into the full pose. Again, it's about becoming aware of your body and what your body needs. It's not about coming into the full pose. So wherever you're at is where you need to be. And as we sit here and breathe, relax your shoulders. And send your breath to your right hip. And keep relaxing your body with your breath. Let's do 2 more breaths here, nice and slow and steady. Good. Slowly come out of the pose. And we're going to slide our right leg back into tabletop. Good. Now let's do the other side. So bring your left knee to your left hand and your right foot comes up. Slowly sink down, untuck your back toe. Again, become aware of where your body is today. Maybe you need to stay here. If you're ready, come down to your forearms. Let's take a breath here. And option 3 is to come all the way down, resting your forehead on your hands. You can even place your knuckles between your eyebrows. That's your third eye chakra. Give yourself a little third eye chakra massage. And keep relaxing into the pose. Relax your shoulders. Send your breath to your left hip. Notice if you're tightening or gripping anywhere in your body. Slowly release. Let's stay for 2 more breaths. Last breath, really relax your body here. Good. Slowly come out of the pose and slide that left leg back into tabletop. Now make your way all the way down to your belly. We're going into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are under your shoulders, arms are parallel, and your toes are untucked. Root your pelvis down into the yoga mat. Lift your heart up, pushing your heart through your shoulders here, and you're looking ahead. You can even close your eyes. Become aware of your body. How are you feeling right now in this posture? One more breath. Good. And release. You can put your head to the mat and hands to your chest. Let's push back up to tabletop. Now, if you have your blocks, go ahead and gather them near you. We're going to stretch out our hip flexor and our hamstrings. So let's put our blocks in front of us here, about 3/4 of the way up the mat. And I have them on medium range. And so I'm coming into table, but my hands are on the block. I'm going to bring my right foot through and make sure you get in proper alignment before we settle in here. So my left knee is not directly under my hips. It is at a diagonal. And same with my right ankle. I'm doing this so I can get a really big hip flexor stretch in my left hip. Untuck your back toe. Let's take a few breaths here. Really square off your shoulders, square off your hips. Good. Take another inhale. On your exhale, push down through your right heel. You're not moving your foot, but you're pushing down in the heel, pushing your hips back. Now we have a hamstring stretch. Take a few breaths here. Make sure you're not twisting your hips, keeping them square to the front of your mat. One more breath here. Next time you inhale, slowly roll that right foot back down to the mat. We're coming back to the hip flexor. Push your chest through. On your exhale, push down in that heel, come back to the hamstring stretch. Inhale, rock forward, nice and slow. And exhale, rock back. Good. 2 more times. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, push through the heel, come back. Good. Last time. Inhale. And exhale, push back. Good. We're going to bring that right foot back. Let's take a rest for our wrist. And just circle your wrists both directions. You can roll your shoulders. All right, let's do the other side. So come to tabletop on your blocks. And let's move our left foot through. Again, check your alignment before we start. So my right knee is at a very steep diagonal from my hip. And then my left foot is very much forward from my left knee. Okay, so now straighten out your shoulders and your hips, squaring them off to the front of the mat, and sink into this hip flexor stretch. One more breath here. Try and get your breath nice and smooth and steady. Good. Now we're going to push through that left heel and come back for a hamstring stretch. Check your alignment. Make sure you're not twisting your hips here. They're staying straight and square to the front of the mat. One more breath here. Good. On your inhale, rock forward, hip flexor stretch. On your exhale, rock back, hamstring. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, rock back. 2 more times. Inhale, move forward. Exhale, move back. Good. Last time. Inhale forward. And exhale back. All right. Move that left foot back. Let's take a break. Come sitting on your heels. Roll your wrists. Okay, you're either going to love me or hate me for this next asana, but we're going to attempt some splits using a block, okay? So it's not as bad as what it sounds. All right, so our blocks are now going to be on the highest level, and we're going to put one block under our bottom to support us, and then the other block we'll be holding on with the other hand. So let's give this a try. Just do your best. Become aware of your body. Listen to your body. Okay? If it hurts, you need to stop. All right, so let's come into what we were just doing, and we're going to start with the right leg forward. And I'm going to move my block on the right side of me underneath. And I'm just going to literally wiggle my toes out until I'm sitting on the block. Okay? And then my left hand's on the other block. And I'm going to sit here and breathe. I'm going to try and straighten my chest to the front. Try and relax your legs. You're doing great. One more breath here. Awesome job. Now coming out of the pose is not the most elegant thing. So as gracefully as you can, pull that right foot back. All right, let's prepare for the other side. Let's move our left foot forward. And this time I'm going to move my left block underneath and just start scooching my toes out until I'm sitting on the block. My right hand is on the other block. I'm trying to square my shoulders off to the front of the mat. And let's take 2 more breaths. You've got it. Good. Slowly come out of the pose and very gracefully bring your left foot back. Great job. Okay, we are done with one block, but keep one block with you. And we're going to come down to our backs. Okay, so we're going to come down and lie on our back for bridge pose. So bring your feet as close to your bottom as you can, hip distance apart. And I'm putting my block on the lowest setting. Push through your feet and place your block underneath your sacrum. And then once you have found the right position for you, just relax your hands at your side. Take 5 more breaths here. And as you're breathing, try to become aware of your breath and make your exhales longer than your inhale. Try to double it in length if you can. All right, push through your feet and release your block. You can put that to the side. And gently roll down. Bring both knees to your chest. And let's just take a little counter stretch here. And if it feels good to you, you can gently rock your head from side to side, stretching out your neck. Good. Go ahead and cross at your ankles and gently roll yourself back up to sitting. We're going to do a mudra pranayama, and this is going to make us become aware of our energy. So sit up nice and tall. You can find a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Shoulders rolled down and back, down your back. Bring your hands about the size of a softball in front of your body. Fingers are relaxed and slightly cupped. Close your eyes and follow your breath in and out of your body. And then focus your mind on the energy between your hands. What does that feel like for you? Does it feel warm? Does it feel like a radiating feeling? Is it a tickle? And slightly move your hands out just a little bit. Gently move your hands a little bit further away, still feeling that energy between your hands. A little bit further away. You might gently bounce the energy between your hands. And then move your middle finger on your right hand and just wiggle it. See if you can feel the energy on your left hand. Good. And come back to stillness. Now wiggle your middle finger on your left hand. See if you can feel the energy on your right hand. Good. Come back to stillness. Go ahead and release and relax your hands on your lap. And we're going to do a meditation, so it's your choice to stay right where you are or lie back down in Shavasana. So I'll give you a minute to get comfortable for a meditation. You can even turn your lights off and place a towel or a sock over your eyes. Go ahead and relax in whatever position you're in. Follow your breath in and out of your body. For as the waters fill the sea, the earth will be filled with an awareness of the glory of the Lord. Bring your awareness of God's presence here on earth. Bring to mind beautiful trees, animals, other things that you can observe in nature, oceans, rivers, flowers, sun shining, the rain, grass, mountains, beautiful sunrise, beautiful sunset, the stars, now gently shift your attention to the awareness of God's presence in other people. And you might start with your family. Your mom, dad, spouse, children. And bring your awareness to God's presence in friends, other loved ones, co-workers, people at church, total strangers, acts of kindness, serving others. And finally, bring your awareness to God's presence in yourself. How He uniquely and perfectly designed you. And He interwoven all your organs, your heart, your breath, gave you a unique mind and personality and spirit. So I'm going to leave you here, my friend. You can stay in your meditation as long as you would like. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for day 16. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. God bless.